In this example, I'm given 3 different angles in radians. I need to convert 2 of them to degrees and the last one to degrees and minutes. Well, what is the conversion factor that allows us to convert from radians to degrees? It's based on 1 revolution. And remember, 1 revolution is 360 degrees, but that also equals 2 pi radians. And if we divide both sides of this equation by 2, I get the conversion factor of 180 degrees equals pi radians. Now in part A, I need to convert 11 pi over 4 radians to degrees. So we take our given angle of 11 pi over 4 radians, and I'm going to use dimensional analysis that says I'm going to multiply that by a fraction, and I'm going to take one side of the conversion factor and put it in the numerator of my fraction, the other side will go in the denominator. How do you decide which one goes where? If I have radians in the numerator, I must put radians in the denominator so they will reduce when I simplify. So I'm going to have to put pi radians in the denominator, which means I need 180 degrees in the numerator. Now I'm ready to simplify. My radians reduce and it just leaves me with degrees, which is what I want. Does anything else reduce? This pi will reduce with this one, and then 4 divides into 180 45 times. So I'm going to get 11 times 1 is 11, and 11 times 45 is 495 degrees. Divided by 1 times 1 is 1, so 495 degrees divided by 1 is just 495 degrees. So that is the answer to part A. In part B, I need to convert negative 0.341 radians to degrees. This time, I need to round to 2 decimal places, so you know you're going to need a calculator. So you take your given angle of negative 0.341 radians, turn it into a fraction by dividing it by 1. Then we're going to multiply it by the same conversion factor of 180 degrees over pi radians. And then simplify. My radians reduce. And so I get negative 0.341 times 180 degrees divided by pi. So I need to get my calculator. Here is my calculator. It's a TI 84 Plus Silver Edition, and I just need to put this expression in the calculator. Notice it's a negative number. This is the negative key. This is the subtract, so make sure you use the negative key. 0.341 times 180 divided by pi. Use the exact version of pi that's above the caret, so it's second caret, and then hit enter. So my answer is negative 19.53786, etc. I need to round to 2 decimal places. That's the 3. The 7 is going to round it up. So my answer is negative 19.54 degrees. Now in part C, I need to convert 2.93 radians to degrees and minutes, and then it was said round to the nearest minute. So the first part's going to be done exactly the same way, 2.93 radians. Convert it into a fraction by dividing it by 1. Then we're going to multiply it by 180 degrees over pi radians. My radians reduce, and I'm going to get 2.93 times 180 divided by pi. So I'm just going to enter that in the calculator. 2.93 times 180 divided by the accurate version of pi, second caret. Hit enter. So here is my answer in degrees. 167 are the whole number for my degrees. So I know I have 167 degrees. And then I need to turn this decimal part of a degree, 0.876634, which is also in degrees. I need to convert that into minutes. I'm going to use dimensional analysis. But this time the conversion factor is 1 degree is 60 minutes. And now my degrees will reduce, and I just need to work out this part. Now to get this accurate decimal part of a degree on the calculator, I just need to subtract the whole number part. And notice when I hit subtract, the calculator says you need to subtract it from something, and unless you tell me what it is, I put in the previous answer. So I wanted the answer minus 167. That gives me my decimal part of the degree, which I then just have to multiply by 60. And now these are the number of minutes. I need to round to the nearest minute, which is this position. That 5 is going to round it up, so it's going to be 53 minutes. So my answer is 167 degrees, 53 minutes.